Should we give them a little fun update? So, we all have COVID. And we all had White Claw.
This is off 100 proof.
What else we do?
Got individual nachos. Rachel took Molly before going to
This angle is so awkward.
It really is giving like 3 people crowding around a computer, which...
So true. I'm gonna start. Hello, YouTube. We are back on the fucking show, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's called Showbiz. Okay, we just finished watching The Hype House Season 1 on Netflix. How was it?
I'd recommend.
I think we were part of the 40% of people who liked it.
Couldn't have said that myself.
I think we were entertained. We had a lot of laughs.
Are we laughing with you or are we laughing at you?
That's always been our problem, though. We're mean girls.
So I just made this tier list because we're gonna rank these motherfuckers because honestly, the show was a hoot and a fucking half.
I agree.
Here's the issue with the show. Let's give an honest fucking review. What would you rate it, first of all? I would give it a 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5?
Oh.
I was entertained. I don't really watch any fucking
I
shows.
honestly like a 3.5 out of 5.
I would say 3.
Yeah.
I was gonna lean towards 2.5, but I'm feeling generous.
Okay, now I'm feeling embarrassed that I rated it.
You really loved
Fine,
it.
3.2. I think we also need to say that before watching this, I only knew 2 people. Lil Huddy and Nikita Dragon. That was like the only 2 people in like the entire series that I knew or had even like heard of.
If Hype House was a group of friends on TikTok thrown in the fucking house, and then we got to see their chemistry with like their drama, and it wasn't about like making 10-second videos and like crying about it, it'd be a good show.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I think it was just kind of like all over the place. Like,
Not
I don't think they
plot.
knew the story they were trying to tell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then there's like the occasional sob story, several different perspectives on like 10 different situations per episode, the neon like captions in between the scenes. I'm done with that.
That was spunky. It'd be a gym scene, and before the gym scene, it was
shark.
like sexy and I know it. And then it's like some guy just like lifting like a 30 pounds.
Pizza? There's cheese, pepperoni, barbecue chicken.
The show doesn't really know what the fuck's going on. I feel like
story
every
line.
creator thinks it's their own fucking show. There's like this
Alex.
blonde bitch who's dating this girl who
Alex.
wants to get married. They're both like fucking 20, crying because she can't get married, and he's
They've been
like,
dating for, like, 2
it's like I gotta make
years, yeah.
videos, and then it's like.
How can I be a time to be a husband, a father, and a content creator?
And you go from like the scene before and it's like Lil Huddy just saying how he's here to make music. And then you're like warped in this other fucking show all of a sudden.
So what do you want?
To get married to you in a reasonable time.
Okay. You know what I want?
What?
Just to not worry about that at the age of 20.
And then you're like, wait, am I watching like 16 and pregnant? You're
Damn
entertained.
bus.
Tell them about the bus.
Is it's a school bus reconstructed to be their confessional.
A short one. They're on the short bus.
Yeah, they all have to go in there, probably like face beat, hair done, and do their confessional. It's probably so fucking hot in the bus. I have to be sweating balls in that bus. Like, I've been a school bus a time or 2. Hot.
I used to ride it. Everyone I could get my hands on. I was on every bus.
And she's just not talking about the bus. The one girl we don't like,
No.
always wearing like a leather blazer, and I'm just like,
It's
girls
the,
gotta be miserable.
Does she not look like the girl from, I was gonna say Big Bad Brother. Wait, what's that fucking show called?
Big Brother?
No.
The Big Bang Theory.
The Nickelodeon one.
Dog with a blog.
No.
I think she kind of looks like that girl.
No.
Nickelodeon.
Big Time Rush.
The little girl in the show now.
Sierra
she's
Bravo. That bitch.
Bravo?
She is that bitch. And yeah, she just stresses me out, honestly. She's stressing me out right now. I'm like so anxious. Do you see how I'm quaking?
Yeah, you are a little shaky boy.
Kiara, what's her name? Cora?
Cover.
Cover and Sierra Bravo are always in this fucking are always in this, I was gonna say this fucking bush. Are always in this fucking
They're always in the bus.
they're always in this fucking bush. I wish.
We needed them doing like drugs. We needed them like having sex and like getting caught. Like,
Right.
Obviously all wasted like 100% of the time, but they're also all 18. You see like the Sky bottle in the background or like the Corona bottle
Or
is
they're
like
all,
in the
like,
back. It's like
pouring juice for
obviously these
punch.
kids are shit-faced. Yeah, when they were making like
Jungle juice?
like they're only showing them pour the Hawaiian punch and like yeah, they're just making a tub of Hawaiian punch
Yeah, like
mixed with orange juice.
yeah.
So that was another like half point deducted on my part. Is like let's just be transparent. These kids are fucked up.
So, but some of them I
As
felt
they
like weren't
should.
drinking and I wish they would have. Like, Mia I wish she would have had a shot or two.
She needed.
She was the most intense
A shot or two
20-year-old.
and a Xanax.
Yeah. Oh god, she was stressed out. All their tragic backstories.
Yeah, don't even get started on the trauma.
Back to the trauma. Like, we're all feeling too old for the show.
Right.
Could not be on it. Could not be in the hype house.
That's
And then you
good.
have
We aged
Nikita. You Google her. She's 25. We're 24.
23.
23, damn.
We still have a chance.
She's 25.
Pretty well established.
She's not even in the hype house. So it's like,
Yeah.
why the fuck is she here? But she also took it over. The storyline goes from like the fucking 16 and pregnant back over to Nikita. And she's like Lisa Vanderpump on Vanderpump Rules. Like fucking, she looks like a real housewife.
Whenever my personal relationships becomes a problem with my business, that's when I do feel angry.
All I want from her is just
Ages herself just by the class of it, and it was just like so extra. She's honestly killing the confessional. It felt like Real Housewives, like this old woman, like hot.
Literally get canceled over this stuff.
Not old, but like older from like the twinks.
Like, you're just kind of like the house mom
Yeah.
at that point. Like,
Yeah.
who
She's got
else's
6
role is
years
gonna
on
be?
these
What, like the
kids.
18-year-old is gonna be squashing the beef between
No.
the 25 and 22-year-old? It was So yeah, I guess she had that going for her.
We got fucking Shay Mitchell, who is
Nikita Dragon.
she's Chris Harrison of the fucking show.
She's not in
She
the
doesn't
house.
in the house. She
She's
doesn't live
not in the house, you guys.
She's like her own mansion.
5 of them live in their own
And
fucking
every
house.
time she rolls up to the house, she's in a different car.
Yeah,
Like,
so she's
honestly,
like
rich as
renting.
fuck, yeah.
She's like renting cars every fucking episode.
That's
You know,
another
that could be
possibility.
it.
She's like in a Rolls Royce, and she's got this Bentley, and then she's just like in a new fucking vehicle. It should have been like a fucking bicycle.
Yeah. Also, I don't know like how long that all took place. Like, was that over like a few months?
All I know is that Little Huddy's concert at No Vacancy was in August.
Yeah.
But who knows anything else?
We're gonna start with this bitch, Kavork.
Cover.
Wait, what?
See,
I'm going with a D.
no, I'd agree with that placement. I think we got off to a rocky start with her.
She didn't do anything where I was like, oh my god, she sucks. She just like didn't do a single thing that I really liked.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
kind of just like there to be like, I want to get married at 20.
Literally.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway.
Automatically, I'm moving her boyfriend to the D as well.
They're a
the-
package
together.
deal. I feel like he almost like exploited her to some degree, right? Like all of his videos that he had these like crazy ideas that clearly weren't successful were based on like pranks and like the fake marriage, and I feel like that was just almost just like kind of like fucking with her.
Right.
Yeah, both D, double D's.
Double D.
And he broke his foot. He did break his foot.
He sprained his ankle and said it was worse pain than tearing his ACL.
And his meniscus.
I've never torn my ACL, have
No,
you?
but I've heard.
I've heard it's pretty bad. I have sprained my ankle. I was drunk.
I love it. Okay, next up, you guys. We got Nikita motherfucking Dragon.
I'll honestly give her a B.
I would give her an A.
Really? I'm going with the B.
That's true because we have some other people who for
Yeah.
sure shine brighter.
I think if it was a show with like all other 25-year-olds and she acted like such a normal girl, then I would have given her an A. But the fact that like it would have been so weird if she didn't act exactly like she did with that crowd, that's why I'm like, okay, B. But she did seem sweet.
When I saw her, I was like, why is she on this show? I
Yeah.
had very low expectations, and she ended up being like a very big part.
Like, who surprised us the most?
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
say.
yeah,
Like,
that's-
I thought I was gonna be so annoyed by her.
Do you think it's a little weird, the age gap? Who
She's
might
Chris
judge?
fucking Harrison. God bless her. Next up, you guys, we got Mia, aka the girl from Big Time Rush.
She's like a cute girl. I'm sure she could do great things in life, but just it's not the show.
I know she
I'm
had
not
good
gonna
intentions,
cure
though.
her.
There can be a shitty edit.
What
But
are you
every
like,
edit, like the most intense 20-year-old I've ever seen.
Who also doesn't post TikToks, but is yelling at everyone for not posting TikToks.
It's just like they really have to do the bare minimum.
Just for a fucking room. So the whole story of the whole fucking show is the fact that no one posts enough to like live in this house. So they're all like working for rent.
I mean, I'm as lazy as the next, but still.
But we're not living in a mansion.
Mendocino Farm.
Moore Park.
Moore Park.
I cannot believe it took place in Moore Park. The fuck is
Too
that
close
about?
to
I thought it was
home.
like Hollywood Hills or something.
House.
Fighting for the room in a house in Moore Park. God bless
Number
Moore Park.
fucking. We'll get to the guy with big eyebrows. I think, what is he? Let's just put him somewhere.
Say B or C. He was like a noble guy. I'll say like he was like a good, honest, noble guy. But there was like nothing about him that was like exciting.
Other than
at
his
all.
eyebrows. It is interesting how he's dating Mia. Like, I feel like the relationship wasn't very, like, talked about. I didn't know they were dating until, like, halfway through the show.
Yeah. Again, we're two people I did not even want to see kiss each other. It was kind of them. What's the main guy's name again? Or what's the eyebrow guy's? Thomas?
Travis.
No, Thomas. So Thomas the Engine could have been like 30 years old the way he acted, just like so severe. And she was 20 and a hag. Oh, like a old hag.
We're giving him an A, right?
Yeah.
Definitely not my fave. We'll get to our fave.
I think
the
Honey
mix.
was perfect for what the show was.
For the
Definitely.
cast. Like,
I think he got a poor
music
edit at
career.
the beginning too, because they were making it look like he was like trying to milk off the Hype House. But let's be like, he is one of the main
Hype House.
names. Yeah. So I know who my personal favorite was,
I think
who
we all
wasn't
kinda
on our
have this-
tier.
Yeah, I think we all have the same.
Stole my heart.
Vinnie.
Vinnie. Vinnie is just
To die.
so perfect.
We love him. He's like the guy I feel like if you brought him home to your parents and they're like, let me see his TikTok, from the videos that they showed he shows, your parents would be like, fuck no. Like, get this guy out. Like, you can never see him. But then they meet him and they're like, he's the biggest little sweetheart ever.
We met Vinnie when he was stripping on TikTok. Titties out, shaking it, and it was cringy as fuck.
And then he said, I also hate that I'm doing this. And I said, I love that.
Okay.
I love accountability. And then Vinnie twitches, which I know nothing about that, but I just know I love it.
Vinnie twitches.
Isn't that what it's called?
Dude, so does Ryan.
Wait, you meant like he like?
Yeah. Like he's on Twitch.
wait.
Like the video games.
Oh, he streams.
Yeah.
Larray, he's like a B.
Yeah, I give him
Yeah.
an A or B, honestly.
Yeah. Like, there's a reason why we remember him, whereas, like, I don't remember, like, the 6 all-white guys who looked the exact same.
Oh my God.
And, like,
But
just
still,
that
like,
group
really
where I
really
just, like,
love.
couldn't get their names straight, didn't leave a lasting mark despite being in 10 episodes straight.
These are the 3 blonde men. We'll never know. It's like the 3 blind mice. You just got the fucking brother, his twin brother.
Larray, Larry, I still don't know.
Yeah.
Really, really did his part.
Michael.
Who's
Hate
he?
him.
Is that this bitch?
I think so.
Oh, he's the worst.
Because he was mean to our boy Vinny, and it was so rude.
Yeah.
And the Drake line in the song he did with Beyonce, Mine, like a fucking like 5 better listen when a 10 is talking. Like, that's how I feel. I was like, why was Michael like, shut the fuck up? You know what do you guys know that line?
No.
Maybe the viewers like.
I do have to say, Mr. Unnamed, their assistant.
So hot.
Gorgeous.
So hot. Where is he? Is it this guy?
A man of few words.
There is a man on the show who appears to be 23, but he looks like he's fucking 30.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
all were like,
Look up,
he's fucking hot.
Yeah,
He's not-
especially because it didn't feel weird being attracted to him.
Right.
Like, Vinny, I'm like, you are
Yeah.
so cute, but you're
Yeah.
also like
maybe 12.
6
4
years
years
younger.
younger.
Yeah. I guess we're not getting a season 2 because the last episode they said
broke up.
that
Spoiler.
they did break up.
Yeah, that is a spoiler. But in the words of Larry, all good things must
Lorette.
come to an end.
It's fucking true.
And he nailed it.
But then he said, was it even good? And we said,
Well, it was a 3 out of 5 on our watch, so. When they're, like, complaining about their fame, they act like they're the first famous people in the world. Vinny, bless him, was like, I can't ever get a girlfriend because, like, she's just gonna get hate. I'm like, yeah, same with, like, Harry Styles and
Yeah.
every hot male ever. Like, you're not the first person who, like, is liked by girls.
Yeah.
It just, like, they really did talk about it in a way, like, as if fame never existed before them.
I loved it, you guys. I had so much fun watching the show.
I know.
With both of you.
What are we gonna
with
do?
COVID.
The COVID to TikTok review pipeline is what we like to call it.
So true.
Beautiful.
I think we crushed it.
And then Chase's fucking
Early Tuscany 2000s
Yeah.
look where...
Like, everyone's mom would have eaten that shit up, like, 15 years
and
ago.
I don't know why it looks like if you would, like, just, like, hit the wall a little bit, it would go through. Like
paper mache?
Again, look poorly built.
it looks like Olive Garden. Tackiest house ever. And I'm so happy Larray, which is why you got a B. Maybe you should have an A. He called it out episode 2. Just
Yeah.
like
And his
he
house
looks
was
like he's living in a
nice.
cheesecake
He
factory.
had beautiful
This
dogs.
interior design
Stunning
sucks.
house.
Yeah.
He did.
It's like,
Very white
where's
cottage.
the damn brown bread?
Some grass.
Yeah.
Some fucking plants. It was pretty.
Like, the pinball machines we talked about giving very, like,
Yes.
Jeffree Star energy.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's not even cool that you're as rich as you are, because now it's just, like, tacky.
Why are we like in Vegas? It's just like when you walk in your fucking house, you want like a pinball machine.
Yeah,
that's like
that's
your
what
dream.
I mean. Like, get a game room.
responsible.
She was
we
going
would
for the
talk about like
boyfriend.
how they all had
Yeah.
like little traumas and
No.
they like brought it in at the most random times.
Yeah, it would
Kind of
Scratch.
is interesting because it makes you look at them like, oh my god, why are these kids just like so privileged and so entitled and they have so much money at such a young age? But then the traumas like try and humble them for sure.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
still
no,
are
you're just like
dealing with that,
me. We
yeah.
both have terrible things we've been through. You just are still rich at 18.
And you know what? We are also privileged.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just one big. I mean,
We
seriously.
really did love so
I feel
much
humbled.
every person
I loved the show though.
in it, and they were great.
It was definitely entertaining.
And
I'm glad I
I'm
watched
happy that
it.
they let us watch them.
Yeah, it was nice of them to invite us into
This
their
is like
home.
25 minutes of us just saying, yeah, like I'd watch it. I would watch it. Yeah, no, seriously, guys.
Like
I would watch it.
I would recommend it to my friends, but like I wouldn't really recommend it to like
Not
my
that-
mom.
You gotta. There's something for everyone. There
No,
really is.
there is. Within the fucking 15 storylines, one's gonna be for you.
It's like there was something to relate. My dad hates me. My mom left me. My mom's autism. I'm like relatable.
I'm gonna
More
get
than one,
married.
more all the above.
I broke my foot.
There is something for everyone, so I feel like as long as you commit, you'll relate somehow. But
Yeah.
like you get every trauma there ever is, and then that's what you're like. I'm not fucking special, but you know what? I do feel some sympathy,
Yeah.
some empathy.
Exactly.
We live
Like,
it and
like,
we
you
love.
feel like you really relate to them. I encourage you to send in an application to the Hive House.
They're gonna need some new applicants because
It's wearing thin.
is it spoiler alert to say how it ended?
They quit, right?
They split up.
Damn it.
Two houses.
Let's just end this. This has been going on for too long. Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.
We had 3 nacho boxes.
Yeah. I
Oh
mentioned
fuck! I'm gonna
it.
throw up just thinking about it.
I think I did throw up in my mouth a little bit.
I love that.
Happened.